Very good morning, students. Once again, it's a pleasure to be a part of you. Today, I have chosen a topic, IELTS Speaking Skills. And that is a part 1, and the part 2 will be launched very soon. Before I talk about, you must know what is IELTS, International English Language Testing Systems. It is accepted more than 8,000 institutes all over the world, and 135 countries that were definitely accepted. So this is one of the most versatile where the linguistic skills are being judged. So let's start and be back to the topic. What is IELTS Speaking Skills? IELTS Speaking Skills actually are communication, a two-way communication in which the information is exchanged between two people. There is examiner and the students. Both they talk, they listen, they make questions, and number of activities are performed by them. But it is handled with 3 parts. Number 1, introduction. And basically the time duration is expected 1 to 15 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes at least for introduction. Very general questions are asked by the examiner, like about you, yourself, your education, your qualification, your hobbies, and what the general activities are performed by you. And the second part is 2 minutes talk, in which the prompt card and some hints or bullet points are delivered by the examiner to the students, in which the student is supposed to talk, or at least continues to talk. And third, there is a cross question. I mean, it's a deeper discussion, at least for 5 to 8 minutes, in which he asks when, where, why, and how, and multiple questions regarding the information students obsessed. Before we talk more about IELTS skills, students must know how to deal with the IELTS speaking. This is question 1 first. Okay, before you get appear into the exam in speaking module, there are 4 bullet points you must keep in your mind. Number 1, there is the first thing positive. There is no need to get reluctant, hesitant. Do not break your nervous system. Be positive. Take this activity as everyday, usual activity. And always be positive. You are there to talk. You are not there for physical exertion. You are not going to get exhausted. Like 15 minutes, in which 15 minutes, what year? Nothing going to happen. It's just a simple communication activity you're going to perform. So think positive. It can be done by you. Number 2, after having a positive attitude, you must know sleep. You must sleep well, and you must be relaxed. You must know how to control your system. As I said earlier, nervous system means you must know how to control your action, your body. And sometimes when people get nerves, they have different signs, like they note their head, they shake tap their feet, shake their body, and sometimes they do when talking to people but not able to focus what the person is trying to ask. So relaxation of the mind does matter a lot. And think about the examiner, that you are there to let him know. You are there for communication. You're just there to talk. Nothing else. If I do my opinion, somehow when I appear, I think I'm there to talk and to teach him something. So it means you must have a positive attitude about the communication and discussions. That will definitely help between you. And the focus on the question. This is a phenomenal thing. If someone is not able to understand the question, he or she won't be able to give the right answer. So most important part, focus on the questions. If there is necessarily need to ask Repeat. Let your examiner know that you're not able to comprehend. Please, would you please repeat it again and say it again, blah, blah, blah. You must give the right answers up the mark. So, third question, very general question, how the speaking test is scored. They are basically 0 to 9 band. And 0 to 9 band are basically evaluated by 4 major things. Number 1, there is a fluency coherence, that is actually for 25 minutes, 25%. There is numbers, scores, bands. And second, lexical resources. Number 3, grammar range and accuracy, 25%. And pronunciation, 25%. Let's talk individually each one of them. Fluency. Fluency means while you're talking, you must have a rhythm in your talk. You must be fluent. Do not make pauses. Do not get hesitant. And please do not repeat sounds or repetitions of ideas or words, please. So if you are able to overcome these 3 major obstacles, definitely you can attain 25% bands in speaking manual. Second part is lexical resources, range of vocabulary, versatility of the words. You must know the synonymous. You must know different dynamic models. You must know word cluster, how to use them. And please, it is advised to the students, do not use a common word which are not being used every day. Do not use less common words. Do not run after the idiomatic phrases. That's not common use in everyday routine life, please. And let me keep my things more simple. The third part is grammar range and accuracy. Definitely, when you are talking and you are having a communication with your examiner, he definitely looking for versatility. The versatility of the word range by following in a grammar, you're supposed to have accuracy in your, periodical time, your tenses. You must know I'm in the present, either I'm talking about the present, future, blah, blah, blah. What actually you want to say? When the question is asked about describe your childhood, so you're supposed to get back to the past. Any previous regret of your life, it means past. When something is done by you, accomplished by you, get back to the past. And when someone asks you, how do you feel? What do you do? Everyday routine life, definitely there's a present. And what would do in futures, that's so to say, you must have a balance in the sentences. And use model word and infinitive. The common phrases, linking words, and so on. The final thing is punctuation, pronunciations. Pronunciation is actually, your students is supposed to pronounce single individual sounds. Okay, do not intermingle direct and indirect sounds. Your broken and broken sounds, Stress on right syllables. Make sure give a clear sound so a person could be able to understand you. So this is what the first part of the IELTS speaking skills, in which I talked about IELTS speaking, the parts, how to prepare, and how the IELTS is scored, and how many bands, and how the students, by following the 4 major points, could get and obtain good bands in IELTS. Thank you very much, sir. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.